Hi, Mr. Birdie. Doesn't this look dorky when an adult skips? Well, I'm going to keep on skipping. Now, this is a karaoke. This is side to side. Done. All right, hi, Mr. Birdie. Today's online video series is going to be a topspin forehand drive. And it's great to see you guys. I hope we're out on the court soon. I think it's going to be pretty soon now. So, but in the meantime, we're still going to keep doing these videos for you, so you can just have some, well, some encouragement. Hopefully, hope you think it's encouraging, and just kind of give you some ideas so that you can kind of stay connected with us, and at the same time, kind of learn something a little bit different, a little bit new. So today we're going to do a forehand topspin demonstration, and then we're going to incorporate it in a little footwork drill. Okay, so as we did last week in our video series, we were talking about different grips. And with topspin is basically taking the racket and brushing up the back of the ball. So as an example, if this is a wheel and this is the back of a wheel, if I take my hand and go up the back of the wheel like this, the wheel goes up, goes forward. If I take my hand and go down the back of the wheel goes backwards. Okay, so in lieu of that, if this tennis ball represents a wheel and I have my racket strings coming up the back of the ball like this, that's going to produce topspin. So the idea with topspin is if you have a grip either in the Eastern forehand or semi-Western grip, that's going to be the best grip to do for topspin. If you have a continental grip, it's not going to work very well. But so we're gonna just stay in an Eastern forehand grip where our knuckle is like shaking hands with the racket, and it's right on this bevel number 3. So what we do in topspin, if you watch a professional match, you'll see a lot of the players, what they'll do is they'll do what's called a unit turn. They'll take their left hand in a ready position like this, and they'll usually have the racket in their forehand grip to start. And as the ball approaches them on their forehand side, what they do is they turn and they take the racket back and they hang on to the racket the entire time as they turn. So the most important thing when you're trying topspin or just preparing in general in tennis is it's always turning first thing, which gives you the power. It's not so much thinking about your feet first, it's really turning. As you watch a player at a higher level hit a forehand topspin, what you'll see them do is they'll take their rackets back, they'll turn, they'll bring it down, they'll drop it, and you notice my racket right now, it looks like this is a flashlight pointed towards the net. So I take this racket, I come down, I drop it, you notice my racket face is closed slightly. Then what they do is they come up, they make contact with the ball in front, and then what they do is they brush and push and then follow through and release the racket. Now the interesting thing when you watch it full blast, when you watch a player live or on television, it just kind of looks like they're doing this. But it's a little bit more complicated than that, because what they're doing is they're taking the racket down below the ball, and then as they make contact, this is the part that gets a little tricky, you have to not only brush, but you have to push a ways before you throw the racket on the follow through. If you throw it too early, the ball will go into the net. If you hang on too long and push out and have the racket open, it'll fly out of the court. So the idea is that you just get that feel of turning, circling, getting below, brushing, pushing, and then throwing, okay? Now, here's something that you can do in your backyard again. This is 21 feet from the net to the service line, okay? And it's about 15 feet across from the service line to the center line. You don't need that much room. But again, just like we were talking about in weeks past, if you want a little bit of cardio mixed in with doing your strokes, you can spend 10 minutes doing this, where you can do stages of doing it 3 times of the thing that I'm going to show you right now, then rest for 30 seconds, then do it again, and then rest for 30 seconds, and just do that over the course of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever your physical capacity is, okay? So basically, this is what I would advise you to try to do. And we're gonna incorporate the skipping. And by the way, I want you to send videos in to Kate and show us that you know how to skip like I was doing, because I'm gonna skip during this drill. Okay, here we go. Here's what I suggest you try to do. You're gonna bring your racket around 4 times, do a swing 1. You're gonna turn and really think about dropping the racket, brushing, pushing, follow through, circling around, dropping the racket, brushing up, pushing through, and one more time, down, around, and through, and then, super fun. This is karaoke. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Side to side. I'll do it one more time. All right, here we go. So again, it's turn, hanging onto the racket. Don't just go like this. Hang onto the racket, circle, down, brush up, through. Here it comes again. Down, brush up, through. Here it is. 2 more times. One more time. Turn. Here we go. Skippy. That was so much fun, I couldn't even stand it. All right, so send your videos in with us seeing you skip, and thanks for listening to me. See you next week.